Hello and welcome to the post-Oscars rundown. We will be discussing the winners. I am Tom and that's Josh.
Yep, so Tom, what did you make of the Oscars?
Spider-Verse won.
Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
I'm happy.
Spider-Verse won, you would have thought it. Spider-Verse actually won an award. We were all pretty sure it wasn't going to win one.
Because of The Incredibles.
Were there any other shocks that night, or do you think it all just went pretty much according to plan?
What was the edit? With Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yep.
You're allowed to rant. Come on.
No, we got to keep this PG. Okay, so yeah, it won the edit award. I was pretty disappointed about that. I think other films were much better than that. For example,
Black Klansman.
Black Klansman.
Yeah.
Much better. Was there any other upsets, do you think? Let's get the upsets out of the way first before we start talking about the good winners and stuff like that, because we are happy about a couple of awards.
Best costume design. I got.
Yeah, so Black
Panther, which didn't deserve it.
Got best costumes then. That's odd, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, they were good.
They were good.
The favourite,
I think
far
the
more
favourite.
effort put into it.
Yeah, I don't understand how they judge it, but for me personally, I would base it off effort and consistency, stuff like that. I feel like the favourite did that so much better. What's your opinion on makeup? I don't understand how they grade that. I've had a discussion with someone about it, and they are also annoyed about how it works.
Yeah.
It's confusing. I'm not too sure how they grade that. Whether it's the Academy panel who are all the same bald fat cats who watch films who then judge the makeup, or whether they actually get professionals in to judge it. But who was it who won for best makeup? Was it Vice? Yeah, Vice. I mean, so Vice won for best makeup, and it's prosthetics.
I mean, it's impressive to make someone look like someone else.
They do most of the work. Christian Bale gained all the way.
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell melds himself in that character. You could do it well even without the prosthetics. But I feel like just because they've gone, oh, they look a bit like them, they've gone, oh, there you go, and they've kind of ignored films like Mary Queen of Scots and stuff like that. Which is kind of like, I mean, it's not as much of an upset as Suicide Squad, the Oscar winning Suicide Squad from a couple of years back, that won over stature. But I wouldn't call it an upset, I would just call it a bit more of a shock. Best score.
Best score.
Best score, that went to Black Panther.
Yeah.
So what's your favourite part of the score? The very memorable score that Black Panther has. What's your favourite part?
I do not recall a single score from any Marvel film. So rather...
That's weird. Well, my favourite part is... that's weird, I can't remember any either.
Yeah.
Oh, weird. It's interesting. Black Klansman again. I keep talking about this film, but Black Klansman had a great score. It was excellent. What else? Isle of Dogs had an amazing score. I just find it insane that Black Panther, I can't remember a single track from that film apart from the original song that was brought out for it, and it won best score. So again, I don't know how they're judging this, but I guess we'll just leave them to it. Okay, so do you want to talk about anything else?
Olivia Colman.
Olivia Colman. This is the first Oscar and nomination for Olivia Colman.
With the best speech, because
it
was lovely.
Did you think she was going to win?
She should have, but I don't think she was going to.
Yeah, I was on the same boat.
I was expecting Lady Gaga or something.
Oh yeah, I was fully expecting Lady Gaga, the way they had the camera training the entire night.
It's not about winning.
She's done very well for herself. She took home best original song, was it? I think it was Lady Gaga. Yeah, it was Lady Gaga took that one home for what's it called? Shallow. I only remember that because I was like, how do you describe all Hollywood elitists? And I remember it's Shallow. It's such a great song. But yeah, she took that one home, and yeah, that's fair enough. She's a singer-songwriter. I kind of expected that one. But anyway, back to Olivia Colman. Great speech. She's so adorable, isn't she? She's great. She's like Frances McDormand of last year, when Frances McDormand got up there and she just gave a speech no one was expecting. Speaking of speeches no one was expecting, best screenplay for Black Klansman. Spike Lee got on the stage, tried to push him up, that wasn't going to happen. Jumped all over Samuel Jackson.
You know I had to get that in there!
What do you think of Spike Lee then?
Looked like a train conductor, but other than that...
He's a great person.
He was good.
That for me is what I hate about sometimes with the Oscars is that, for example, when the intro started, those
Welcome to the 1 millionth Academy Awards. We are not your hosts, but we're going to stand here a little too long so that the people who get USA Today tomorrow will think that we hosted.
So just a quick update for everybody in case you're confused. There is no host tonight. There won't be a popular movie category, and Mexico is not paying for the wall.
Not to be rude, I can't recall the names, not that I really want to. They came out and it was very sort of, hi, we are
I'd be
reading
happy
from
with the
it,
Oscars
from
being
we
an
have
hour
no
and a half.
personality. Yeah, it could easily be an hour and a half.
You cut out all of the
It was much shorter this year,
stuff.
thanks to the lack of Jimmy Kimmel.
It is a great honor to be invited back.
He actually tweeted saying, I don't think I'm going to be invited back. Fingers crossed. But yeah, it moved along a lot quicker. I just found it hilarious, at the beginning there was a segment talking about how important editing and cinematography is. And how it's like the vital core component of film. They had this right at the beginning of the Oscars, and I could not help but think about even just a couple of weeks ago when we wanted to cut it.
It wasn't even a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it was like literally last week. They were like, oh yeah, maybe we shouldn't cut that. But you could tell they were trying to cut down time.
Yeah.
By people like having speeches, and they were like, speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up. And they kind of met the match with Spike Lee on the stage, and he was like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. So, that was fun. So, the lack of host, what did you
showed in all of those awful skits.
That's right, and we won't be doing awards during the commercials, but we will be presenting commercials during the awards.
Please welcome Keegan-Michael Key.
This thing.
Best actor?
Yeah.
Rami Malek.
Rami Malek.
My mom is in here somewhere. I love you. I love you, lady. Thank you, Queen.
I have no complaints about that. Such a great guy. Speech was stellar as well. I have my opinions on the film, but I think the film's kind of lazy in terms of like historical accuracy and stuff like that, and I have my issues. There's the whole director thing.
But everyone does agree that he is the standout of that.
Rami Malek is like the standout element of that. So I really, I'm not. It's weird that this year a lot of like the main things that have won I've not been angry about, apart from Bohemian Rhapsody for best editing.
Oh, best picture.
So Green Book got best picture.
Green Book.
It's really a shock. I'm not angry. It's a good film.
You'd have been angry if it was Black Panther.
I would have, because I don't think that's an
Yeah,
Oscar-worthy
because it
film.
doesn't deserve it.
Green Book is an Oscar-worthy film. My only issue with it is that it's constructed in a way in which it was clearly designed strictly for the Oscars. Like it ticks, as we said earlier, it ticks so many like check boxes, etc. It's just kind of, it would be unbelievable if it didn't win an Oscar.
Yeah.
In my opinion, The Favourite should have got it, and I was quite shocked at the lack of awards The Favourite got. I genuinely thought it was going to sweep. Same with Roma, but apparently not.
Roma did get like best foreign director as well.
I do believe so. Yeah, best foreign director Alfonso Cuarón. I think that's how you pronounce it. Probably not. But yeah, so I got that. It's nice to see them getting a bit of representation. They read like documentaries and stuff like that.
Free Solo.
Free Solo. That was an awkward speech, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think people should like write speeches before they go on. Yeah, there's Free Solo. I was surprised that RBG didn't get anything, but what can you do? Regina King, her speech.
Regina King!
I'm an example of what it looks like when support and love is poured into someone.
That was adorable. First one up. I just find it interesting how they just throw Best Supporting Actress and Best Supporting Actor up first. I just find that a little bit insulting, but what can you do? ABC, is it ABC that do I think it is. They know how to run their show better than anyone else, so. But yeah, the Oscars it felt better without a host, but it definitely felt rushed. They're really concerned about time, but if they really want to cut down on time, like I understand comedy is a funny element, everyone loves comedy, but
puppet show.
it is an award show, it's a serious award show, and you don't always have to have low like type of comedy. You don't have to have that in there. Like, it's people are there to take their awards. They don't want to be met with like Melissa McCarthy dressed up. Are there any other winners we're excited, we're pleased about? I'm going to talk about Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah, that's the best part. We were actually impressed with it.
I was actually impressed with the Academy because I was fully expecting a Disney film to just take that one home.
Yeah,
like,
if Wreck-It Ralph
fully
had
expecting.
won, that would just been like.
But yeah, Spider and the crowd as well. Like when Spider-Verse was announced as like one of the nominations, the crowd went wild. So it showed how much people loved it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Bob Cuscichetti, Peter Ramsey, Rodney Rothman,
Phil Lord, and Christopher Miller.
It's the most fun I've had at the cinema.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's such a good film, and I'm really glad to see it won. I had so much effort poured into it. It's really funny actually. It's Christopher Miller and Phil Lord who directed that, because they were kicked off Solo Star Wars story for their creativity because Disney weren't a fan of it. They weren't a fan of not being in control, and they go home and take Best Animation. So that's interesting. Is there anyone else we're missing? Best Supporting Actor, Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala Ali.
I thank my partner Vigo. It was extraordinary working with you. I want to dedicate this to my grandmother, who has been in my ear my entire life.
That was expected. Great actor. You're pulling a bit of a Mahershala Ali right now, aren't you? That's another thing about the Oscars as well. Whenever it comes to like showing the clips of the actors, they always pick the worst clips from the films. So everyone's noticed that. Like genuinely, they pick the worst clips.
I liked Adam Driver's scenes. They were better, but I thought that was a little like touching bit with it.
It was nice to see Richard E. Grant get nominated. He was very excited about being there, which was cute. A lot of the people there were just genuinely happy to be there, which was nice to see.
Not Christine Bale.
Christine Bale wasn't. Christine Bale was highly impressed with how the Oscars turned out. It did feel very sort of thrown together this year. It felt like a frat party more than it did an actual award ceremony. Just people pouring out like no idea who they are, just pulling jokes and stuff, and like everyone's like, what the hell's going on? Christine Bale looking like he's actually about to do American Psycho 2 on everyone. It was quite something. Spike Lee's face. That was a classic. Oh my god. So when the people were carrying on the skits, was it when
that was Melissa McCarthy.
Was it Melissa McCarthy? Alright. Was it when
the Asian guy? The Asian
yeah.
guy.
And she was talking about having like panic or something like that, and it just cut to Spike Lee, and it was one of the like greatest faces I've ever seen in my life.
And A Quiet Place, not getting sound.
A Quiet Place didn't get sound.
Film based around sound.
It was like
a sound to build tension and show a different sound perspective.
But that doesn't mean it should automatically win the award. It was done very well.
Yeah.
Then again, like the Phantom Thread last year won costume award, which no one's surprised about. When a film completely based on the man who designs the dresses for a living.
Phantom Thread.
No! It was the movie about clothes! I'm so stupid!
you, Scoop!
So stupid!
So there's that.
No, it really should have taken on Best Sound Editing.
I feel like the award ceremony ended on a high, honestly. I was really impressed with who won.
Yeah.
The Academy shocked me a little bit, to be fair to you. I was fully expecting Viggo Mortensen, and like, no offence to him, he's a brilliant actor, carried Green Book. But it was just nice to see someone else get nominated that you weren't really expecting. And Olivia Colman, hands down, was the best part of the night.
Yeah.
It's great to see her go from like such like British classics such as Peep Show and Broadchurch and stuff to like, big Hollywood league, and you could see everyone in the room was genuinely pleased for Emma Stone and stuff like that. And it was nice to see like an actual celebration for the actors rather than just this facade of like, here's your award, like, well done. People were genuinely excited for each other and happy to be there, and it was a really nice atmosphere. So I actually enjoyed watching the Oscars this year, which I didn't think I would. Probably 99% thanks to Jimmy Kimmel not being there. So what was your overall opinion there, Did you like it?
Yeah, I was pleasantly impressed that Disney didn't take it.
Yeah, I was pleasantly impressed that Disney didn't
There
take
were
it.
some actual good picks that deserved it.
Yeah, no, the Academy panel did a good job this year, funnily enough. I think they actually...
Few fluffs, because of course we're right with opinions.
I didn't like how they came out at the beginning, like, don't worry, there's no best pick, like, there's no most popular category. Like, just because you're self-aware doesn't mean you're clever. You were going to put a like most like popular category in there, let's not pretend otherwise. But I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they saw the senses. Same with cinematography and editing. Those are the core pillars of like film. And to take those out it would just be a joke, honestly, and just an insult to those who work in film. Because if it wasn't for the cinematographers and editors, we would not have the films we have, genuinely. The director can only do so much, and so can the actors. But yeah, the Oscars was good this year, I think.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, and hopefully if they can keep this trend and learn how to just reel in the jokes and stuff, and sketches and stuff like that, and just focus on, you know, the important stuff, I think we could actually create a really good show. And, you know, ABC won't have to worry about length times like they have been, and we'll be able to keep all the awards in. No cutting off speeches, hopefully, if you can get that sorted, poor guy. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the Oscars, and I think if you haven't watched it yet, it's well worth just getting yourself caught up on it. So yeah, that's my and Tom's analysis of the Oscars. There'll be more videos on the way, so be sure to watch them. And until next time, goodbye.
Go watch Spider-Verse.
Go watch Spider-Verse, it's a great film.
Black Panther, oh, a classic.
Yeah, why are you there?
Already. The movie's been out for 3 weeks. It's already in the Oscars montage.
Yeah, the hype is a little obnoxious.
You know what? It's getting nominated for Best Picture next year. This is Scott's lock of next year.